Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the DC Collectibles, DC Designer Series, Aunt Lucia, Toy Fair Exclusive 2017 DC Bombshells Harley Quinn figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini mates, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
So yeah, that was a lot, and this is a little unorthodox, but this was something that I got exclusively from Toy Fair 2017. So it was in this little makeshift package, and it says DC Bombshells Harley Quinn, sculpted by Paul Harding there on the back. And big shout out to Jim Fletcher, because he gave us a very nice interview over at Toy Fair 2017. And this review is actually sort of just like an introduction to that interview, which should be coming up shortly following this review. So I want to take a look at the figure, and then you'll be able to see us interview Mr. Jim Fletcher over there. And thanks to him for hooking me up with this figure as well. So let's take a look at Harley. So I'm not even going to try to fool you. I have absolutely no idea about this DC Bombshells line. I believe it's a line of all female characters. I don't know where this particular deco or this costume comes from, or the science behind any of this. I'm just reviewing the figure straight up. Most of you know I'm really a Marvel fan through and through. I do get selective DC things here and there, but regardless of anything, I'm a collector, and I know when I see a good figure and when I see a nice figure, and this is a very nice figure. I like this figure a lot. I like the look, the design. It's great articulation. So let's take a closer look. You can see earrings in both of her ears, and you can see her hair kind of curling around her ears there. The hair looks good. It's gold. Looks like she put some dye in the hair and it's growing out. There's some red or orange here at the tips, and you can see goggles on her head. The paintwork on her face looks good. Her face is painted white like a clown, and she's got some red circles on the cheek and a little red sort of like diamond right under her eyes. The eyes look very good. The paintwork there is clean. Her teeth look good. The leather bomber looks good. You can see the collar looks like it's fur, and the jacket does look like it's leather. Some metals on the jacket. A lot of nice details here. I like this little rimming around the end of her sleeve, and it matches the same rimming under the base of the jacket there. And the jacket is kind of fixed to her breast at this point, but it flares out a little bit here, and you can see her belly button, and that looks good. And these pouches are nicely painted. The shorts look good. Everything here looks very good. These boots look really good. The laces are there. You can see tied laces, and she's got treads on the bottom there. This is a very nicely detailed figure. It's just a real nice close look at the face. Very nice paintwork on the face. And just another little thing that I noticed, I can see the seam splitting apart here right at the pelvis. I'm trying to push it back together. Might need to get a little glue in there. I don't know if that's something that could be happening across the board, or if it's just something that's happening to this particular figure. Taking a look at her articulation, it seems like the head is on the ball joint. It's not the greatest range of motion as far as looking up and down. Down is only going to go that far. Up is only going to go that far. It does get some pivot. Can move left to right. You could do a full 360, but not the greatest range of motion on the head. The shoulders are on a ball joint, and they will both come up pretty far. These little shoulder pads here are like a soft material. The little flaps here on the shoulder, so it doesn't hinder the articulation in any way. You can get them up and around and do a full 360. You get an upper bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow on a female figure. Come on, take notes, legends. This is crazy. And you get a swivel and a hinge on the wrist. Is there any more rotation? No, but just this articulation on the arm alone is pretty impressive. Same thing on both sides as far as the arm. The upper torso can actually rotate here at a joint there, and then she also gets articulation at the lower abdomen as well. She can go back pretty far. Looks like this upper torso part is maybe on a ball joint inside of there, so you do get it to rotate all the way left and right and pivot a little bit on that joint. Great articulation here for a female figure. Again, take notes, legends. Looks like what I guess I can consider a T-joint here at the pelvis. Not a big fan of how the legs look right here, how they meet the pelvis. It looks a little weird, but the legs can come up pretty far. And do they rotate there? They rotate on the joint just a little bit. Not the greatest. You do get a great range of motion as far as the splits go, so that's cool. Again, I don't like this sort of gap here, but it looks like there's a sort of pull down method on the leg that works there. You get a rotation right below the thigh, I guess you could say, right before the knee. You get a double jointed knee. You get rotation on the foot here and a hinge. Not really rotation, but you do get a hinge and a pivot on the foot. No rotation here at the sock or at the top of the boot, but it's a really nice range of motion on this figure. Not bad at all. I didn't say this, but obviously this belt is a separate piece, so it doesn't hinder the articulation at all. You can't turn her at the lower abdomen, but being that you can turn her at the upper torso, I guess it's okay. Couple quick size comparisons. You can see the Marvel Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave Rogue on the left and the Revoltech Deadpool on the right. And I would say that this line is more of a 7-inch scale, I guess. You can see she's taller than Legends and even taller than Deadpool here too. And there she is next to the NECA Shredder and the Figma Samus. So yeah, she's pretty tall.